Alright. A man who lost his childhood sweetheart to sickness before they were married. Though not a day goes by without him thinking of what could have been, he takes comfort in his memories of their times together, and tries to make the most of his lot. More plentiful provisions. Cool. Hold on, I forgot to check something. There we go. Nice. A man with a reputation for knowing all the latest gossip. Even rumors from the far side of the world are no exception. Rumors that somehow manage to outpace travelers and merchants. However, none can vouch for the veracity of his word. It's just the gossiping type, I guess. Wow. A man who always seems to be smiling, regardless of the circumstances. As such, he is often asked to act as an intermediary to help resolve disputes. No matter how heated discussion may become, his expression remains unchanged. This guy's got an axe I probably want to buy. Depends on how the rest of the stealing goes. A young man who has lived in Whispermill since he was a child. Ever since his pet passed away, he has preferred to stay inside, but has lately come to miss the great outdoors he and his dog used to explore together. A man who lives in the village with his wife, who fell into a depression after their son died of a deadly disease. Seeing her in such a state pained him terribly, and it was only after they conceived another child that both husband and wife grew more hopeful for the future. Alright, you're the guy I'm after. Hold on. Look at that, $60,000 staff. That thing better be amazing. Elemental attack. I've got everything else. I got 90 healing grapes of medium quality. Holy shit. I need to start using those more. Alright. I'll get one of those as well. You're the one who always comes to save me. Yes, I'm still on my journey to spread education in as many lands as I am able to. I came to this town to teach here as well, but I can't seem to connect well with the children here. They do not open up to me, no matter how I try. Not one has shown up to my lessons when I hold them. I feel so useless. Perhaps I've been fooling myself all this time, thinking that I was making a difference. I just wanted to be like you, Professor Bustet. Well, let's have a soda. At least this town doesn't have a lot of people. I'm already almost done here. Until I said that. Holy shit. Look at that thing. Increases light damage dealt. That's a cleric staff if I ever saw one. The daughter of the late Archbishop Joseph, she and Ophelia grew up together and are akin to sisters now. Her recent actions have caused the townspeople to doubt her as a cleric, so she spends every day trying to regain their trust. I didn't realize this was Ophelia's sister. Yeah, it sure is. So, they came again.
Indeed.
They did. It is most vexing. Oh, I should introduce you. This is Eliza Woodward. Her father once headed the Knights Ardent. Pray don't mention it, Liana. His achievements are not my own. We came here to try to find out more about the ruins where that altar lay. Oh, but I know you. I did not realize that you were also acquainted with Miss Liana. Well, if we all know one another, that makes things even easier. Never mind the niceties. The point is this. I want to find out more about that altar where Matthias held his awful ceremony. Yes, we had even gathered together a goodly number of people to aid us in this venture. But someone doesn't want us to. Our provisions have been ransacked, and we met with obstacles every step we take. We've made no progress at all. As a result, it is truly a bother. Alright. A member of the Knights Ardent, she walks the land helping the common folk with their troubles. Committed to maintaining absolute neutrality, Knights of the Order like her spend a year traveling far and wide, doing their best to avert greater crises before they arise. Jeez, can't read now. Though long past his prime, this man's boisterous laugh bespeaks a bold heart and a life well lived. Yet of that life he speaks little. So he's got a history, huh? A woman who lives in the village with her husband. When their son died of sickness, she fell into a deep sadness for a time. However, after becoming pregnant with another child, she has found renewed happiness. That's good, at least. A friendly woman who grows wheat in Whisper Mill. She also makes and shares sweets with her neighbors, which has led her to be quite liked within the village. Sledgehammer. Critical goes up big time. An elderly woman residing in Whisper Mill. 6 months ago, her husband passed away when a terrible sickness ravaged the village. Every day she visits its grave to speak with him, as she regrets taking him for granted when he was alive. It's a disgrace. That's what it is. He's raising the price to use the mills again. But it's not like I've got any choice. Can't mill my wheat without a windmill, so what am I supposed to do? Who? Who is the windmill guy? I'll gladly beat the hell out of him. Do you know the butler of Ravis Manor? I believe he's the one responsible for its safekeeping. Knowing that his traps have been bested must have him right in a panic. I wish I knew who the fuck that one person was talking about. I toil away in the fields each and every day. I'm getting sick and tired of it. Well, I'm sorry. Alright, I want to purchase some items. Some of these civilians have awesome shit. I think, were you one of them? No. Someone was. There you are, you. Yep, there's one. And then I know my sister, Liana, was the other one. Right here. 84,000. This is pretty much the rest of my money there. Alright, I am officially broke. Got the knack back, and I'm catching flounder again. It's a relief, let me tell you, to put food on the table once more. Good. That's Zeph. Trying to find Professor Bastit? Something like that. Oh, I bet that's him. Nope. I had the apothecary look at me legs, friendly fellow and proper helpful too. Now mayhap I can keep up with my grandson again. Meryl set out on a long journey. Bet she won't even bother to give me a souvenir when she returns. Fine, see if I care.
To you.
Scholar. Beautiful flowers called water blooms grow in the cave of Rio just ahead. Alas, there's not so pretty things lurking there. Like blotted vipers, for example. Nasty critters, you do well to keep a wide berth. Who the hell's the professor? I guess I have to talk to everyone here.
Greetings.
Oh shit, there you are. I once traveled the world while working as a teacher long ago. I taught many children, though they were strangers to me. I had one student in particular, a clever boy named Thrasio, bright as anything, though he was a bit of a troublemaker. You're exactly who I'm looking for. Yeah, what happens when you get these quests, the game spawns in these NPCs that weren't there before. So I go through town and I loot everything and I inquire everything. And then I'll get a quest that inserts a random NPC in the town that I haven't looted or inquired. And so I have to be careful because sometimes I miss out on these things. You gotta be really attentive to new NPCs. A woman who once traveled the realm teaching poor children. She helped her students improve their strengths and weakness and encouraged them to never give up on things they enjoyed. Well, you're coming with me, lady. Yep. We're gonna go see your old student.
You all right, dear?
What's wrong? Why does your head hang so low?
Oh!
It cannot be. Professor Bastet? Is that truly you? Ha ha ha. It's been a long time, my boy. How are you, young Thrasio? It's hard to believe that scruffy troublemaker grew into such a fine man. Professor Bastet taught me for free when I was a poor child with nothing. She is the reason I went into teaching myself. She was all I ever had to look up to. She is the one who inspired me to think that this could ever become a world where even the poorest children would have the chance to learn. My, you have truly become a great man. Yet the children, they won't listen to me. No matter how much energy I pour into my lessons, they do not seem moved. But all I'm trying to do is teach them. All I'm trying to make them remember is true knowledge. I don't know what to do any longer. Young Thrasio, perhaps I am mistaken, but... Are you trying to force the children to learn? What? If you apply force, you will be met with resistance. That is human nature. Classes are a time for both students and teachers to learn. To learn together? I learned from you when you were just a young thing. What you taught me, with your eyes sparkling brightly at the thought of learning, was how important it was to be honest with oneself. Professor, be open to what your pupils can teach you, and you may find they are open to what you can teach them. Ah. Thank you, Professor, for yet another valuable lesson. Haha, I'm glad to see that you are as earnest as you ever were, my lad. How's it going, Fade? This is the end of my journey, at least for a time. I will stay here until I can make a go of things with the children of this village. I have to learn all that I can from the children here. Thank you for everything you've done for me till now. No problem. Nice. Don't even see it. Maybe it was a oh, it was this, a death cleaver. I have 2 of them now. Let's say what the fuck. And then the other thing I got was a hat. Time hat. Teacher's hat, yeah. Alright, so much for that one. Whoa. Justice Breaker. Yeah, definitely. Pretty much what I've been doing. Oh, I forgot how they do this. Weapons and armor. An ambitious young man who works at the wharf in Grandport. He helps merchants unload their items, and is learning various things from his employer that he might one day become a trader. Quest item. Legends of swashbucklers and trailblazers inspired this merchant to become a seller of adventure books. He recently came into possession of one which tells the tales of 8 travelers, each fascinating and compelling, and cannot seem to put it down. I'm not gonna read ones like that. That's just boring. Born into privilege, this girl spends her days voraciously reading books she ordered from Atlasdam. As her overprotective parents do not allow her to embark on adventures of her own, she instead lets her imagination travel to every corner of the realm. A descendant of a renowned Hornburgian knight and protector of the Dragonstones left to her by her father, as she spends most of her time indoors, she doesn't have many friends, though she feels a special connection with her pen pal, a young girl living far away. Oh, Noah, I do hope you're all right. She has never left my letters unanswered for so long before. I didn't know what else to do with myself, so I came here. I do hope that nothing is the matter. Nope, not reading your shit. A young man prone to affectation and exaggeration, to the annoyance of those around him. Although once a shy and quiet lad, he became more angry and aggressive after losing someone near and dear to him. You're blocking the door, son. One of a pair of brigands who terrorizes the town. He has a knack for creating concoctions which produce thick smoke or befuddle the senses, which he uses to great effect when relieving innocents of their valuables. So you like to blind people, huh? A visitor? I so rarely see anyone else these days. Get out of the way. No matter my odds, I will not step down. Alright, buddy.
It's a good day for battle. The battle is truly joy. Too slow. Out of my way. Too slow. Now then. Have at you. I wreak havoc upon thee. The thrill of the fight.
Definitely have to get that from him. Her. One of a pair of brigands who terrorizes the town. Disguised as an old lady, she preys on the sympathy of others and effortlessly steals from the gullible. Stealing has now gotten easier, so go back. Now it's 100. Nice. That worked out. She taught me how to steal better from herself. That's really funny. I thought there was someone else. Maybe there wasn't. Yeah, I don't think there was. I think I just imagined there was someone else I gotta do that. Either way, it should be easy to steal now. If 8% goes up to 100%, that says a lot. A beautiful woman who works at the tavern in town. She owes the landlord a large sum and works hard to pay it off. Though he has offered to forgive the debt, she declined out of a sense of obligation to her spendthrift parents. On it. My hand, I can't get something. I have to fix my chair or something. Find a better way to get comfortable. Here, let's try that. That should be better. A good-humored man who frequents the tavern in Grandport, he easily befriends all he meets, claiming good food and spirits will get anyone to talk. This tactic may attribute to his past success as an informant behind enemy lines. This dude is the Nut King. Holy shit. Just a merchant. A cleric who spends more time drinking at the tavern than conducting services at his chapel. In spite of this, he is extremely devout, as many of the other customers at the aforementioned tavern can attest to. The aforementioned? Yeah. A young man who stowed away on a merchant ship and made his way over from the woodlands 6 months ago. He lives at a tavern and has befriended one of the maids, who he learned is being forced to work off a debt. Though she knows nothing of it, he has made plans for them to run away together on the boat. Nice. Why does my hand hurt? What the fuck? I hope I'm not having a fucking stroke. Hand hurts. Gotta sit up. A woman who sells souvenirs to tourists. Though her parents intend for her to take over the family business, she dreams of traveling the world in search of treasure before that happens. New weapons. A sea captain who has returned to Grandport. The town's nobles have contracted him to ferry passengers and goods. He loves how lively the town is during the Merchants' Fair, and is happy to support the event. Can't steal from you. A member of a noble family sponsoring the Merchants' Fair, a great event that many dream of attending. Well aware of its significance, he has invested a great deal of his resources into ensuring all goes to plan. He attends anonymously, as he knows rather little about trade and would prefer that others remain ignorant of that fact. I don't blame you. A happy mutt with not a care in the world. He is a good dog, but to be fair, all dogs are good dogs, and a pox upon he who dares to say otherwise. So silly. When I was little, my mother talked in her sleep. I could hear her at night calling someone's name, over and over, louder and louder, until she screamed. It was scary. She doesn't do that anymore, but I don't know if it means she's gotten better. What the fuck? Am I seriously reading that? A woman known for her generosity and beauty. She lives with her family in Grandport, where her husband serves as a commander of the garrison, and enjoys bringing him and his men homemade sweets from time to time. One might say they are the very picture of a perfect husband and wife. I'm so confused by whatever that meant. What did you say something? Hey, do you know any Kevins? My mother is sometimes searching for someone by that name. Oh my god. I still find myself wondering where he is now, what he might be doing. Oh, I'm sorry, did you need something from me? Okay, whatever. A woman from a southern nation who traveled the realm working odd jobs until she found her way to Grandport several years ago. In her youth, she helped her mother with the daily cooking, and learned a great deal as a result. Her specialty is stewed fish with quattrate. Never heard of that one.
How do you do?
I come from a land so far south of here that you will not find it on any map. I haven't been back there in a dozen years or more. I have no interest in going back by now either. Yet, the one thing I do miss is the sweet smell of the quattrate blooms that grow there. There you go. No, wrong button.
Goodness.
Is that a quattrate flower? Ah, the smell. It transported me back to my homeland in an instant. When I left my land, my parents gave me quattrate flowers. I hate that word. They told me that I should be the hardy quattrate, fuck you, that no matter how difficult things became, I would grow strong and bloom beautifully. I've not thought of that day for a very long time now. Thank you. Perhaps I should work a bit harder and save up enough to go back home to my parents. I could build them a fine house surrounded by fields of quattrate, of course. As long as we can smell the quattrate, we won't ever miss one another. At least I'm getting my money back. A young man who has spent altogether too much of the fortune he inherited. Extremely confident in his judgment, he believes all who question his decisions simply lack his preternatural eye for quality. Nope, not reading that. I don't read those. This market is like a apothecary's dream, basically. It's always seeds. Seeds, 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 seeds. A thief who roams the world, swindling whomever he pleases. He once lived an honest life, putting pirates behind bars, but abandoned his comrades once he realized how much easier a life of crime would be. That's about far enough, friend. If you want to pass by this way, you'll have to pay the passage fee. Even if you don't want to pass, in fact, you're gonna have to pay it. Or pay with your blood. I'm gonna kick your ass in a minute. Ultimate Breaker. Occasionally it confuses target. That's nice. You can tell I used to have problems stealing some of these. That's why I left them. But now it's like I can snatch them with ease. Alright, you hopefully have a quest for me to kick that dude's ass, right? Oh, it's Laman. Ah, you again, the friend of my heart. It is I, the great adventurer Laman. Surely you know me by now, though. I am finally about to embark on my voyage to uncover a new land. But I've been quite stymied by some villainous brigands, and now I find myself unable to reach a ship to embark on. What's that? You say my legs are trembling? Only trembling with anticipation of the justice I am about to mete out. I do hate to ask, but do you think maybe you could defeat the brigands for me? Yep. I actually kind of look forward to kicking this dude's ass. Huh? You want to fight me? Sure, it's your funeral.
Let us fight with honor. Victory should... Have at you.
Found it.
Victory. No.
And now... Wait, nope, that was patience. That don't count. And now...
Victory shall be
you die.
My blade is... I wreak havoc upon thee! With each battle, I grow stronger.
Are you done bullying people? You think you can mess with us? This isn't the last you'll see of me. Oh, friend of my heart, you defeated that villain for me? Now I will at last set sail into the unknown. Thank you. I have been saved by you over and over. Let me ask, do you have a dream of your own? I have always dreamed of being an adventurer, as long as I can remember. Like the great adventurer Dupont, he welcomed any challenge that came his way. He crossed the seas alone and discovered completely unknown lands. Many adventurers tried to follow in his footsteps and set out to sea, never to return again. I myself am one of those who wish nothing more than to just be like Dupont. My entire body trembles with sheer excitement. I shall take this ship across the sea and discover a land that none other ever has. And perhaps I will find myself in need of the help from another from time to time as well. My name is Laman, and I set forth to tread the lands no other ever has. Fare thee well, friend of my heart. Adventurer's hat. Adventurer. Monster trainer's hat. Look at that shit. You lose 100 evasion. That's because of what I'm wearing. Huh. No. Byron's ring. That sounds familiar. A jeweler who uses various, and not altogether honorable, means to learn of and acquire precious gems. He then uses a myriad of other, and undeniably disreputable, methods to sell them for a significant profit. So he's just a Ferengi, basically. A noblewoman with poor taste in jewelry. She loves collecting items from all over the world, and goes to the market every day hoping to find a new piece to add to her collection. The head of the Grandport Merchants Association, he decides who can sell their wares at the market. A born and bred merchant, he can often be spotted scouring the stalls for hidden treasures. Ah. A merchant who came to peruse the market. Though he was considering setting up a stall to sell his own wares, he is somewhat overwhelmed by the passion of his competitors. Nice. Nicer. Sword of Sokrat. I thought I already got that sword for someone. I was pretty sure I did. An antiques dealer willing to pay surprisingly high prices for common goods. His only criterion for assessing the value of an item is its personal history. To wit, he will pay a king's ransom for junk if the seller's story is sufficiently compelling. It's like John Voight's car in Seinfeld. Ing's log. I have nothing left to write, nothing worth writing, at any rate, and yet I must press on, else I betray the promise I made her so long ago. So I write, for her. Damn, that's a little touching. Butler of the Wyndham family, upon his master's approval, uses whatever means necessary to secretly dispose of anyone who gets too close to Noah. Damn. Fucking assassin butler. He's like Heathcote. Descended from a wealthy and prestigious line of merchants, he managed to further grow his family's fortune by creating a successful trading consortium and propagating it across the continent. However, he regrets not being able to save his deceased wife with his riches. Yeah, money doesn't always help. I'm stealing from a dog. Why does it say I can steal from you? Oh, I couldn't steal that. I have to buy that, huh? Alright, I will. The Grandport Merchants Association shall bear no liability to victims of swindlers or thieves, nor will it intervene in business disputes. It is incumbent on all concerned parties to resolve such matters themselves. What are you there for then? Make sure people don't get murdered? The Morning Stars are pretty good if I remember right. For a physical person. One of the noble families sponsoring the Merchants' Fair. Unbeknownst to her unrefined husband, she is quite active behind the scenes, dictating how the fairgrounds are to be decorated, as well as advising how the auctions are to be conducted. Good, I got smarter bartering just in time. I'm gonna be bartering soon. Oh wait, ain't I broke? I am broke, that's right. A man hired to host the Merchants' Fair. He is well liked by the traders for his calm demeanor and eloquence. When the fair is not being held, he works in Victor's Hollow. Articulate stone. Money? That might be enough right there. Lol. Might have stole my way to enough money. Oh shit, that's the sewers. Hey Rubio, how's it going? Alright, I gotta do bartering with one person. Other than that, I've done everything in this town. Tressa. Tressa me. I might not have enough. If not, I'll just go do a little bit of farming. I want to get everyone to 70 anyways. Alright, who was it? It was someone near the end here. You. That's a shield I've already got, too. Yeah. But now I have two of them, so that works out. You had a quest for me. What was it?
A good day to
I hope you're chronicling your days. A diary is a record of all you hold in your heart, you know. I've been keeping my diaries without fail for 70 years. I've got enough volumes to fill a whole library by now. But I don't have much to write about these days, of course. Is there still anything for an old man to experience so thrilling that it demands to be recorded in a diary? There you go, I got a bunch of books and objects to give you. Oh. What is that you have there? Could I have a closer look? Whoa. I never even dreamed such a thing could exist. I cannot believe this. I feel like I just discovered a whole new world of possibilities. I've got to put this down in my diary at once. The words practically write themselves. I can hardly stop myself. It's been years since I felt so inspired. Ah, what joy. You're welcome. Now that's a proper diary entry. Thank you for this. Of course you featured in my writing as well. Don't forget to keep up with your own diary, you hear? Life is long and full of many challenges. Your heart and mind will change along the way. If things get tough, try opening up your old diaries and taking a little trip down memory lane. When you are feeling lost, remembering who you were before will help you understand who you need to be now. Until we meet again, then. Those fucking alluring ribbons. I hate those. They make you get more encounters. Well, I just saw a sparkle. Go back. I think this town's done. Next up is Everhold. I say, man. Basically, yeah. I'm following that spreadsheet, just going down the list. Maybe someone will give me a stealing tip. A stage carpenter at a theater. In an attempt to make the venue look as true to life as possible, he uses the most authentic materials available when creating his sets. Can't really steal very well here, can I? That one looks nice. I've already got one of those. A cheerful and enthusiastic young man capable of completely changing his personality when taking the stage. Be it hero or villain, dramatic or comedic, no role is beyond him, save that of a ghost. Yeah, I forgot to inquire you. Actress's role. A mysterious woman endowed with incredible powers who has come to our world from a realm of magic. While she lives a quiet life with a shopkeeper in town, she strives to find a way to return to her home. New weapons. Child actor's role. A born actor known for his ability to play any and every role. No one seems to know this thespian's true identity. In fact, it is rumored that all who knew him before have died or mysteriously vanished. For various reasons, he has recently assumed the guise of a young girl. Yeah, he's a little creepy. I've got one of everything. Whoa, give me a role, any role, and I shall deliver a perfect performance. My next star turn is that of Sokrath. Yes, the legendary knight, no less. But to play the man, I must know the man. Every little detail helps. Yet alas, he is mentioned in only a few ancient passages and described in none. What to do, what to do? I think I have shit for you. Oh man. I have choices, huh? I'll tell what I've heard. Oh, an ode that sings of Sokrath's deeds? Yes, fascinating. In his time, the legendary knight Sokrath had no peer. He stood above all. He fasted, he trained, he walked 100 pilgrimages. He grew stronger. His sinews grew tough as leather, his flesh like iron. Though blades cut his skin, he felt no wound. Oh, splendid stuff this, splendid. See here about the fasting? Proof of his dedication and commitment. He was a hero made, not born. I am Socraft. Throw down your blade or die. Ah, beg your pardon. 'Twas the secret to his strength, you see, the manly resolve that lay at his core. To play him, I must find the same resolve within me. Fasting, I shall begin there. I shall become Socraft, thanks be to you. 22,000, damn. Wonder what I would have got if I had given him the other thing. Runebow. A young woman suffering from an incurable disease who has been told she does not have long to live. Her only hope is a legendary elixir of yore, in search of which her lover has set forth into the mountains. Though she can but wait for him to return, the gods only know when he will. Alright, old man, you're blocking the door. Actor's role. The butler and guardian of a young man who was groomed to become an assassin. Not only has he served his young master faithfully since the day of his birth, he also assisted him with his latest escapade. Little does the youth know that his birth parents were the ones who charged the butler with his duties. A hidden item. Alright, old man. The view from here is just beautiful. Take care not to lose your footing, though. It's a long way down. Oh, just when I thought there weren't any spirited youngsters left.
Let us fight with honor. Have at you. Victory shoots my way. Now then, out of my way.
He actually hits really fucking hard.
Now then. Victory shall be. My blade is. I wreak havoc upon thee. The thrill of the fight.
Deathly Blade. Occasionally kills the target instantly. A young man trained to be an assassin from an early age, with the expectation he would take over the family business. Discontent with his lot, he fled his family home and went into hiding in this town, where he hones his skills with the intention of one day turning them against his parents. Jesus. I saw a sparkle. Maybe I didn't. Let me put my hands up here. The head of a theater troupe who demands his actors abide by a single guiding principle, that they seek the humanity at the heart of the play, no matter how fantastical or farcical. However, the passion and intensity that inhabits every aspect of his productions can be so overpowering that it drives members of the audience to flee in terror. What you got, old man? Oh, woe is me. What is to become of me? They'll hang me from the rafters. The highlight of my show is a grand fighting spectacle. The rabble always goes mad for it. But my star fencer has run off, the gods know for what reason, and without him, well... If the rabble don't get their bloody climax, there'll be hell to pay. But who else could possibly take the role? Me? Oh, your quest as well. Hold on. Theater Etiquette Part 1. Please remain quiet during the performance. Patrons who do not maintain appropriate standards of behavior will be subject to immediate expulsion by the ushers.
Oh, hello.
Ah, well met. It's been a while. You remember me? Yes, I am Noel, the historian, trying to learn what I can of King Beowulf of yore. I discovered the remains of a stronghold built by King Beowulf, but this precious ruin, this historical treasure trove, has been turned into a theater. Dismaying as that is, I shall soldier on. Valuable relics may yet be found amongst the rubble. Oh god. Is this that building? Oh, this is the Primrose's final chapter. I remember this place now. Theater Etiquette Part 2. Please refrain from excessive consumption of food and beverages in the theater. Patrons who fail to maintain appropriate standards of tidiness when eating will be subject to immediate expulsion by the ushers. I have all kinds of problems here, huh? Part 3. Please refrain from engaging other patrons in combat that adversely affects the enjoyment of others. Patrons whose fisticuffs obstruct the view of those around them will be subject to immediate expulsion by the ushers. There's a lot of that, huh?
Oh. At your good day.
All right. A battle? As you wish. Go for your life.
Let us fight with honor. The battle is tough. Now then. Have at you. My blade is up. I wreak havoc upon thee. With each battle, I grow stronger.
Ugh, by the root, that was a fair knock. But hang me if you aren't a fighter of the highest class. You put fire in my veins. What magnificent movements you make in battle. I must have you in my show. I beg of you, mighty warrior, fight once more, but this time upon the stage. You wield a splendid sword, my friend. But e'en will duel to the end of days, you shall never best me. Speak, wandering swordsman, what is your name? Oh, it's Ulberich. If it's a fight you want, then you shall have it. My blade's grown rusty of late. Was that alright? My good man, you swing a blade as convincingly as any I have seen. But that diction? That wretched monotone? Forgive me, but the stage is no place for you. Still, it's been years since I enjoyed a proper duel. Splendid fun, that was. So thank you, sir. Alright, let's see here. I actually get to do some fighting. While I also loot the hell out of this place. Because I know I missed quite a few treasures here. I already did this spot though. I remember this. Yeah, if I remember right, it was a whole dead end. I had to come back all the way here.
It's a good day for battle.
Here we go. Glaciers locked in.
I'll do my best.
Victory shall be mine. I will cut you down.
My turn.
Level slash.
Where's the nearest tavern?
I don't think I ever went down. Because I can't go down. Great.
You won't feel a thing. Here we go. Tenebur Ocarina. Level slash.
My turn now. I hope I grow more able.
Aha. Hello, Maya. How's it going? Sorry, I don't allow donations on my channel, but it's appreciated.
Come on, I've
If
got
you wanna-
things to do.
If you really want to donate, you should go over to my friend Fade Dragon Tears channel and donate to him. Let's see. Just hit.
Here goes nothing. Ignis Arter! Level slash.
The battle is truly...
Bring it on. Ha! Try again. You won't feel a thing. All right. Ignis Arter!
Now then, I will cut you down.
Well then.
Yeah. I found a
For such battles.
I found a fight in the woods that has a fight that gives you 1,000 experience, but I haven't taken the time to farm it yet. I want to get the double experience accessory, and yeah, that one. I think we're talking about the same one. Or at least one of the same level.
There is no choice.
What's nice about this one is they all have the same weaknesses, so they're easy to break.
I will not be defeated.
Try this. All right. Ignis Ardere. Ha! Try again.
I missed a lot of shit here. Because I remember I just wanted to end Primrose's stuff.
There is no choice.
Here we go.
Pretty much.
Ignis Ardere. Ha! Try again.
I'm actually looking for a certain quest person. It's let's see.
Bring it on.
Steal purchase the time-worn tapestry from the stage carpenter in Everhold. I don't know if he's in here though.
Ignis Ardere.
That's just, I feel like I already stole from everyone in town, so I don't know where else he'd be.
Out of my way.
Level slash.
Have at it. With each battle, I grow stronger.
Outside of the town? Oh. Alright. Fortunately, I needed money anyways. Oh, might be him. Nope, it's another usher. Number 4. Please be careful not to lose your way within the theater. Patrons who wander onto the stage accidentally or intentionally will be subject to immediate expulsion by the ushers. Can alert people better. Another one. A lot of bouncers here, man. Please remember all of the guidelines for theater etiquette. Patrons who fail to adhere to these simple rules will be subject to immediate expulsion by the ushers. I want to be between 70 and 80? Okay. Yeah, I was hoping to get everyone to 70. So that's good. So when you beat the, hold on.
Let us fight with honor.
I will not be defeated.
So when you beat the final dungeon, do you get to go back into the game, or does it just reload you back at your last save point?
All right.
Light and light. Okay.
Tenebrous Operian.
Have at you. I will
Back into the game, the XP and such for it, and the rewards. Awesome. Alright, thank you. Oh, that's right, yeah, you get a, if I remember right, you get a trinket that lets you avoid battles, right?
Level slash.
The Moogle charm, basically.
Well then. May the sacred flame shine forth. guides us true.
Damn, Ulbrich. Ulbrich's bar is practically full. I'll be right back. I'm back. Yeah, I thought that was pretty silly that they give you that as a reward for that. It seems like you should get it. You should get that charm either halfway through a game or 3/4 of the way through the game. That way you can choose to be irresponsible if you want and just skip monsters.
Flame, protect us.
All right.
I'd rather you hit the fires.
Ignis Ardere!
The battle is truly joined.
I will not be defeated. Well then. May the sacred flame shine forth.
Yeah, I would like more games like this. This was a very fun game. I've enjoyed it a lot.
Bring it on!
Now you die.
Ignis Ardere! That's what I'm talking about.
Gotta check. Oh, fuck. This is different. No, it ain't. Okay, I'm fine. Aha!
Want a tango, huh?
Light. Fire.
Here goes nothing. Tenebrous Operean! Level slash.
Yeah, Leon's pretty interesting.
The battle is truly joined. The dog fights.
What? Why do I keep doing that? That's like the 5th time I've accidentally used that skill. I don't know how I keep doing it. I'm not paying attention to what I'm clicking on. It confuses me. Alright, warrior.
I will cut you down.
There. It's annoying when I choose the wrong thing.
I grow stronger.
I did that during a boss fight once, and I was ready to rage, man. Choosing the wrong thing. It's like, fuck. As you make a mistake in these boss fights, they will punish the shit out of you. Alright, please have this stupid person. Nope. Alright, it's like you said, maybe it's outside of town. You. Oh, now he's got it. Oh no, that was the thing I couldn't steal. That's right. And there was someone else too. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I like the way the stories ended for these characters, so I don't want the stories for these characters touched at all. Like, I don't want to find Ulbrich once again questioning why he wields his blade. You know, that kind of stuff.
Oh, hello.
Yes, I remember you. We just had this conversation. There you go. A tapestry, and very old, that much is clear. These swirling designs. Why, yes, this is writing. Could it be High Hornbergian? No, not quite. Some of this grammar is most unusual. Much of the text is impenetrable to me. Ah, this is a bit I understand. Let's see. Bestowed upon King Beowulf by the kingdom of Faerien. Datborg is now following. Thank you for following, Datborg. Why, a present from Faerien? This must have been granted to Beowulf himself when Hornburg was first founded. Surely this is a most momentous discovery. King Beowulf, the founder of Hornburg, actually existed. I can scarce imagine what secrets I will uncover, if only I can decipher the script. Surely this tapestry can vindicate all of my theories. My mission in life is to find and record true history for the benefit of future generations. And thanks to you, I am that much closer to fulfilling my destiny. Now I have much work ahead of me. Best get to it. Nice. Little monomer hat. Yeah. That'll help out. For those long, prolonged fights, you know? When you gotta last. Alright, let's see. Did I do everything here? Highlands. Everything except Russell's Repentance. Yep. Cool. Next on the list, Marcelum. I've been dreading this one just because of all the NPCs in it. There's a lot of them in this town. But let's get it over with. Now living in Marcelum together with her husband, this woman once supported herself by working as a thief. She has never divulged this dark past to her husband and intends to take it with her to the grave. Then how do I know about it? You just tell me about it? A man who lives with his son. As he spends most of his day working, he makes his son read books to fill the time he cannot look after him. Though he takes pride in being a father, he feels guilty that he cannot spend more time together. That's rust. Don't really need it, but... I love that the first person I inquired in this town just gave me better stealing. It's like, thank you. Holy crap. A representative of an organization that shall remain nameless, he came to this place to seek out an elderly gentleman who once led the aforementioned collective. His former associates very much desired said gentleman's prompt return, but upon seeing him living a quiet life with a certain woman whose own checkered past is best left undisclosed, the representative decided it would be better to leave well enough alone and return home empty-handed. Wow. Yeah, that was a good guy NPC, exactly. Dragon Saber. Damn. That's some critical hit stuff here. Those cat's eyes sell for 20,000 gold. An aristocrat who has lived a life of absolute luxury, flaunting his wealth without reservation and wallowing in decadence. His family fell from grace when he was young, but he worked tirelessly to rebuild their estate, and in so doing earned the right to live his life as he pleases. Oops. I've already stolen from you. Ah, not them. It's another one of those mercenary people. A woman who supports her husband, a brave knight who serves the realm. Worried that he works too hard, she does what she can to ease his burdens and help him relax when the opportunity arises. Great sword. Ha! If anything, you are nothing great. Though this new recruit is still unbloodied, he has every intention of following in the footsteps of his superiors and becoming a career soldier. His earnest ambition sometimes leads him to try too hard and make mistakes as a result, but even so, the others regard him kindly. Ah, you're blocking a door, son. You know what happens to people who block doors? A taciturn young man, he owes a great deal to the old man who lives in this house, and remains by his side at all times that he might eventually repay this debt. Well, I hate to break it to you. You need something? I need you to move. Strength? I'm not worried.
It's a good day for battle. Now then. Too slow. Victory shall be. Have at you. Too slow. The battle is. Have at you. My blade is. I wreak havoc upon thee. With each battle, I grow stronger.
Okay. Purple chest and 3 NPCs. This was a nice place to break into. This old man lives in Marcelin with his wife and child. Having spent most of his life alone, he believed he would live out the remainder of his days in solitude, until one day he fell madly in love with the traveling dancing girl performing in the tavern, and proposed to her after a whirlwind courtship. That's nice. This young boy mistakenly believes his own father is his grandfather. For whatever reason, no one has bothered to correct this misconception. When she first came to this town as an itinerant dancer, she immediately caught the eye of a local man, who soon asked for her hand in marriage. She agreed, and the two later had a child and have been living happily ever since, despite the fact he is more than 40 years her senior. Holy shit. I need you to move, lady. You make me kick your ass for that thing? I'm not above beating up a woman. Holy shit, she's actually tough, though. You want to challenge me? Well, I cannot disappoint my child. Alright. She might actually be kind of
Let
tough.
us fight with honor. The battle is truly joined. Out of my way! Have at you.
Alright, you're in trouble. Yeah, good idea.
Have at you.
Wow, could you miss any more, Olber?
Victory. Out of my way.
Awesome. Nope.
Have at you.
Don't fall for it. Now.
The battle is truly. My blade is up. I wreak havoc upon thee. Have at you.
Don't miss too much, okay?
Dead by 1,000 cuts.
Thank you.
With each battle,
Yeah.
I grow stronger.
Well, damn, she's blocking the way. I'm trying to rob her, and she's not letting me. I'm not appreciative of that. It's not even something good. I mean, come on, man. This Knight Ardent has been dispatched to this land to deal with any roving bandits, vicious fiends, or other villainous beings that may be found in the many abandoned ruins near Marcelum. Knights of the Order are occasionally tasked with such surveys. Oh, I can't go in that one. Having spent most of his childhood around books, this young boy developed a passion for reading and now aspires to be a researcher. Though his studies have taught him many things, he has yet to discover a way to talk to his own father. This member of the Knights Ardent has been dispatched to this region to observe and report, with an eye toward assessing the faith of the populace, as Marcelum has no church of its own in which the sacred flame can be properly worshipped. I learned how to provoke like a pro. That's funny. I love when they get descriptive like that. Provoke like a pro. Some things I actually don't have here. I don't have any armor or those axes. Might have to get some of that. Alright, what do you want, old man?
Greetings.
I've lived my whole life till now enjoying every pleasure to be had in this land. I have seen every beautiful work of art, listened to the best orchestras, tasted the finest meals. Yet of late, I find myself wearying of such things. Is there nothing left for me to discover in this world? There must be something that no one else has yet seen. I cannot be finished yet. There you go. Tales of a Faraway Land. What's this? The logs of a great adventurer, you say? Let me see. My. Yes, it is very detailed. Look at this, would you? Those jutting peaks, and the natural wonders he describes in the native peoples. I can practically see them from these vibrant descriptions. But I would rather see them in reality. I would like to lay my own eyes upon such wondrous sights. I want to breathe deep of the air in this land he describes. I want to taste its foods and experience it with all 5 of my senses. There are still things in this world I have not seen. Ah, my heart is racing at the thought, as it has not done so these past few years. You must let me have this book. I do thank you for bringing it to me. Ho ho ho, I suddenly feel 20 years younger. It's time to embark on a great journey into an unknown land. Ha 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 ha! Another fucking alluring ribbon. What the hell? I get tired of that ribbon. I like 18 of them things. This elderly woman of Marcelem has lived here for many years, keeping a close watch on the town and its residents. She is respected for the wealth of knowledge she possesses regarding various troubles the people were forced to contend with in the past, be it those of monsters or men. That one had me going. Born with beauty and grace, this charming woman has gained much on her journey and has come to learn of both the good and the bad in the Sunlands.
Oh?
It's Ria, don't you remember? You helped me recover my stolen letter in Wellspring. I must meet with a certain chieftain who is here visiting this town, but our meeting must remain a secret. I must do what I can to discover his usual habits, then corner him at a time when I know he is usually alone. Or that was my intention, but the situation is complicated. I mustn't reveal myself too soon. Do you think you could assist me? Could you try to find out his daily habits? I promise that once everything has come to a rightful conclusion, I will explain all. So please, while I know I am asking too much of you, I must beg you, please help me. Sure. I plan on scrutinizing everyone anyways. Keeping a close watch over the palace gates, this guard glares suspiciously at all who pass. King Kalim has decreed that the entrance to the palace be kept open at all times, meaning that people from all walks of life may pass through. As a result, he can do little else but attempt to look intimidating. Oh my god, is that the same guy I helped out the first time? I think it is. This jailer of Marcelem Palace also serves as the executioner, and so has a black reputation among the bandits and cutthroats throughout the land. However, he is actually a man of great compassion, who listens patiently to the final words of those prisoners condemned to death. I bet that's him again. A prisoner with countless regrets, which he mutters softly to himself over and over again. Truly a wretched sight.
Listen.
Please, stranger, would you listen to a request from a prisoner who is shortly to be put to death? I once had a woman I loved, a woman called Lara. I suppose her name means nothing to you, but before I die, I need to know whatever happened to her. Please. Yeah, I know all about her.
Huh?
You found Lara? Please, you must tell me everything. Haha, so she did. Got married and even went and had a kid, huh? Of course she did. A woman like that gets snatched up in no time. She had no reason to hang around waiting for a fool who's thrown away everything. I was a weak man. Once I strayed off the path of what's right and good, I couldn't seem to find my way back to it. I was once a guardsman in a certain town, but I had a problem with taking wagers I couldn't win. Ended up in debt and, eventually, right here. I was out of control. I even lost myself Lara, when all she ever did was worry over me. No, I didn't lose her. I ran away and left her. And all I did from the day I left her was get deeper and deeper into trouble. Kevin, time to go. Yeah, I know. Don't ever become like me. Regret always comes too late. But, you know, I'm glad I at least got to find out about Lara. I'm glad I can meet my end knowing that she's happy. Thank you. That one's a little dark, huh? Yeah, that was a little dark. But that's good though, because sometimes this game seems a little too cheerful, you know? What the fuck? So to see some dark parts is refreshing, I guess. Elemental defense plus 300. Holy shit. A sworn knight whose sense of duty is second to none. Though as tough as anyone on the battlefield, he is a sweet man to his wife, but prefers to keep his true disposition a secret from his troops. A young man, descendant of servants to the crown, he is held in high regard by both the king and general for his great wisdom. His handsome face has also earned him many admirers around the kingdom. I haven't seen a single thing I have to purchase here, which is nice. A chieftain who deplores not being chosen as a king at the Great Assembly, he rules his tribe with an iron fist, forcing his people to bend to his will. I learned his schedule. That must be the guy. Ho ho! Thanks, bitches! Until quite recently, this guard of Marcelum served in Wellspring. Before that, he worked as a sentry at a border crossing, and before that as a soldier in a reconnaissance force. It should come as no surprise that he is already growing bored of his newest posting, and is considering requesting yet another transfer. This government official is a self-professed devotee of theater who attends as many shows as he can. He trained as an actor earlier in his life, during which time he made an effort to study the techniques of his peers, a habit which has since become a hobby. A man with a strong moral code, he decided to serve as a guard of Marcelum that it might give him the opportunity to punish the wicked and protect the righteous. The impending birth of his first child has only further strengthened his dedication to his duty. This guy might have something to buy. Nope. The King of Marcelum. Though he has never left the safety of his palace, he is a wise ruler who always thinks about his citizens first. He takes great pride in being beloved by his people. What you got, King? I'm glad you've come, particularly now. I am just now considering a new entertainment I might offer to my people. People do not live merely to survive each day. They live to see the pleasures they hope tomorrow might bring. That is why one of my duties to my people is to provide them with the pleasures that give them the strength to make it through each day. I have asked for the opinions of my vassals and came to a decision. I must not please only the rich and the fortunate. And so I have decided to put on a series of plays that will bring pleasure to the masses. But my advisors and I know little of such things. Play acting in the world of theater, we will need help to make this production a success. I must admit that I have little faith in our success as it stands. So, the chief frequents such a place? It seems we might still be in time to catch him there. Would you perhaps consider coming with me? Where are we going? Strip club? Excuse me, sir. Do I have the pleasure of speaking with the Chief of Sunshade? Who are you to interrupt me when I'm at my leisure, you... Your Highness? Please forgive me for not introducing myself sooner, sir. Yes, I am Gloria, daughter to the King Kalim. Though at present I am as a traveler and nothing more. You are a trouble to your guards, doubtless. Did you sneak off alone to undertake this journey, hoping to disguise your identity? So I did. It has been a good journey, and I have learned much while visiting the desert towns. I have learned, for example, of your scandalous behavior here. Scandalous? What proof do you have of any such thing? I have all the proof that I should need in this letter. I trust that it looks familiar to you. You audacious, overstepping chit of a girl! Out of my way, you lowlifes! Don't you know who I am? No, you are the one who should cease this shameless act, sir. Utilizing the pleasure quarter to launder money, bribing others to your own advantage, and using people as though they were no more than slaves. This is too much to overlook, sir. I will be taking this evidence to my father. I hope you are prepared for what is to come. When I was not chosen as the king at the Great Assembly, it was such a shock, and... If that was the case, all you should have done is wait for the next Great Assembly. The Great Assembly is not held in secret. All you had to do was come and plead your case before the assembled chiefs. It is not so simple as you make it out to be. If it were so, I wouldn't have needed to resort to such things. Not sure I believe you, sir. I have been traveling the desert to find proof of the chief's actions. But it was largely thanks to your assistance that I was able to succeed. I will never forget this journey, or you. Getting to know kind people like you has been the greatest joy I've discovered on my journey. Thank you. Princess's coat. Restores HP after everything. Nice. Alright, let's see. I think I finished this town. Sunlands. King Kalim's Conundrum. That's the next one. The Adventures of Ali. Yeah, cool. Next. Riverford. This is the last one of this little section. Then I move on to the final section. So, I'm moving along. Alright, let's see here. Need to save at some point. A soldier who follows his lord's orders without question. Every day he stands at attention for the full duration of his watch in the hope that he will be elevated more highly than the guard who stands beside him. A soldier who follows his lord's orders without question. Every day he stands at attention for the full duration of his watch in the hope that he will be elevated more highly than the guard who stands beside him. So these two are basically competing to see whose dick is bigger. This former member of the Resistance now spends his days working alongside Harold and using his organizational skills to help facilitate the town's reconstruction. Lots of quests here, it looks like. Or just all of them right at the front door, huh? 3 of them right at the front door. A devoted farmer and seeker of lost treasures. When searching for valuables, he has no choice but to leave his fields untended, so he cultivates crops which will not suffer if untended for a time. However, while they are indeed quite hardy, they are ill-suited for consumption. Jeez.
Hello there.
Oh my god. Unfortunately, his lordship has seen fit to leave home and go a-wandering in search of adventure. He spouted some nonsense about being a chosen something or other, and clanked off in the family armor. I do wish he had someone to accompany him and keep him safe. A woman in the employ of Sir Cervantes, he has served his family since he was no more than a child, and cannot help but think of him as a younger brother. His boundless recklessness is a constant source of worry. This town has a lot of fucking people in it. Nice. Stop. I hate when I get stuck in that pattern. A soldier who carries out the commands of his lord without enthusiasm. He does the bare minimum to ensure that he is not judged to be derelict of his duties. At least no more than the guard who stands beside him. Learned how to steal better. Nice. That's same exact description. I see the little pattern they're doing here. Paired 2 guards together that are hard workers and paired 2 guards together that are slackers. This merchant visits Riverford on a regular basis, making his own small contribution to the ongoing recovery of the town's economy by buying and selling goods here. This old man originally served as a butler in the Lord's manor, but lost his position when the Lord was overthrown. He has since taken over the duties of the gardener and works tirelessly every day to carry them out. That's the second time I've seen those. You can make a lot of money just doing all the stealing, basically. Wait a minute, if you're the inn, then you're fucking... You're blocking the door, sir. You know what happens to people who block doors? Blessed with an unbending will, the soldier has survived the most trying of times. From when the river flooded, to when fire ravaged the town, to when the Lord was overthrown. In the face of these hardships, he remembered the words of his dead mother. So long as the spirit endures, all else can be rebuilt. Damn right. Alright, I hate to say it.
Hello.
Head east down this road to get to the residential district. I suggest you move along, and quickly. Nope, you gotta move, buddy. A battle. Is this how it is? Well, I've no reason to back down. Not yet.
Let us fight with honor. Now then. Victory shall be mine. Out of my way. Victory.
Nice.
Now then.
My turn.
The battle is truly... My blade is... I wreak havoc upon thee! Ah, the thrill of the fight.
I suggest, sir, that you get up, and quickly. A self-appointed leader of the downtrodden in Riverford, she looks after the poor, the persecuted, and others whose various misfortunes have laid them low. For her kindness and wisdom, she is widely respected, and even the soldiers will acquiesce to her demands. I like people like that. This former member of the Resistance now spends his days working to rebuild the town alongside Harold and Reggie. I remember you. I fought you. You really helped us out back then. We're in your debt. Yep. You're blocking a door, sir. Ugh. You know what happens to door blockers? A ruthless soldier willing to do whatever it takes to seize riches and glory. He did not hesitate to betray his former lord the moment the man's grip on power weakened, and he has also accumulated a wealth of knowledge on his fellow guards and manor servants, that he might pressure them into doing his bidding. Well, what you got? I cannot forget that stake, nor what tragedies befell this place. Ah, you're not even strong. I can see right through your ruse. You're gonna get your ass whooped.
Let us fight with honor. Have at you. Have at you. Out of my way.
Lol.
The thrill of the fight.
A kind-hearted and friendly resident of Riverford who wishes to help whenever she can. She worries for the woman next door and goes to visit her every day. Oh, I see why. Meryl, I'm so sorry. You're a quest person, aren't you? You must be. You got no actions. And that would be Meryl.
Oh.
We meet again. The letter from my mother was carried by the river to my village.
Oh.
I'm traveling along the river in search of a woman who claims to be my mother. But I have little inkling where she might be. Well, I have a pretty good idea. Why don't you follow me? That was easy. Meryl. Mother? Is that you? Come closer. Ah, my Meryl, 'tis you. You were a mere babe last I saw you, but I can never forget those beautiful eyes. Mother, I'm so sorry, my sweet baby. I heard about the war and what happened to our family. Ah, the war. What a dreadful thing that was. It destroyed us. The victors did not forgive us. They swore to kill us all. I took you to a distant village that you might be spared. I fled, too, and hid from the men who followed me. I wanted to see you again, but what right had I? I never forgot you, my love. I would look at the river, wondering if you were happy. Mother, I have been happy. My parents are good people. I'm blessed with many kind friends. Ah, Meryl, what a joy it is to hear you say that. Please, promise me, be happy always. I will, Mother, I will. Mother? She died? Jesus. You have been most kind to me. Thanks to you and the gods, I was able to see my mother one more time before she died. Now, I am going home to my village. I promised my mother I would be happy, and that is what I shall be. That's rough. Well, I wonder if your dialogue has changed.
That's right.
She was a kindly woman. Every Sunday she'd bake us a pie. But there was sorrow in her too. She'd gaze at the river for hours. That's sad. You're blocking the door, son. A man who lives with his sister, who he is exceedingly protective of to the point of obsession and concern of their mutual friends. Recently, however, the girl has begun to sneak out at night without his knowledge, and has been overheard muttering odd words, leading others to wonder what has become of her. Under the previous lord, fear drove me to despair. Finally, I can live in peace. I'm glad. But I still gotta get you to move. A duel? Ye gats!
It's a good day for battle. The battle is true.
Oh, come on.
Too slow. Victory shall be out of my way. Have at you. Have at you. Now then. My blade is up. I wreak havoc upon thee. With each battle, I grow stronger.
The password is secret weapon. Don't forget it. I won't tell. I won't tell bad children my secret password. Okay. A traveling merchant with a nose for civil unrest. He can be found peddling wares to both sides of any given conflict, though he knows full well that if he is profiting from man's worst impulses, he has no intention of changing his ways. Well, you're a piece of shit, aren't you? You're like Quark's cousin, Galen, who sells weapons. Same shit. Oh. Alright, let's finish these quests and be done with all of this chapter here. Move on to the final section. I already talked to you. I promised you coin, and here it is. Now bring us the best of what you got. Yes, of course. Well, hang me, look who it is. It's me, Reggie. We sent that wretch Werner back to tell him where he belongs, remember? Lord Harold and the rest of us have been trying to put this place back together. Even the townsfolk are doing what they can to undo the harm Werner did. And his lordship is working hard enough to put the rest of us to shame. Now it's just a matter of time before this place is back to what it used to be. I forgot to check out the tavern. Looks like another merchant's made his way here. 1 second, mate. I'll leave the rest to you. What's that supposed to mean? I'll leave the rest to you. Just heard that his lordship's been selling off his own property to fund the restoration. It said he even sold family heirlooms, including his late mother's necklace. He don't have many mementos from his family to begin with. I wish he could have at least kept those. There you go. I don't believe my eyes. Where did you get that? Thank you so much, mate. Let's get this to his lordship right away. Man, it got quiet. Reggie, what's the matter? Oh, and you've brought a familiar face with you. Lord Harold, we wanted to give you something. How did you get this, Reggie? I very clearly recall selling it. Our friend here brought it back for you. I wish you would have told us, sir. Nobody wants to see you selling your precious mementos like that. Tough shit. I understand, but Werner's reign began when my father fell from power. As his son, I have a responsibility to the townspeople to atone for that. Whenever I think of those who lost friends or family, an heirloom appears a mere trinket. That's enough, sir. Reggie? Everyone here knows how hard you worked to put this town back together. There ain't no doubt about it. If atonement's what you're aiming for, you've already gone above and beyond it. This necklace, heirloom, or trinket, or what have you, belongs in your hands. I hope it helps you as much as you've helped a lot of us. Now it's time to stop staring at the past and focus on the future. You're right, Reggie. I've been so obsessed with making amends that I lost sight of what was truly important. This necklace will be both a precious reminder of my family and of this day. Thank you, both of you. Don't thank me, give me money.
Fair and well.
I'm a farmer by trade, but treasure hunting's my passion. My latest undertaking is a search for the lost loot of House Landar. The Landars were highborn folk of this town, and they were famed for hoarding treasure. Finding their hidden loot will be my ticket into exclusive League of Gentlemen Discoverers. Let's hand over the journal. This notebook belonged to the Landar family. Ah, here, a secret hiding place. That must be where the treasure lies, so I was right all along. I'll tell near everyone I meet that I'll be a great treasure hunter. But most folks just laugh. Stop the idle dreaming and live in the real world, they say. But being a treasure hunter is all about dreaming. It's in the nature of the trade. Mayhap it was just a childish fancy that I'd done better to forget when I grew to be a man. But I don't see how I could. Might as well tell a man to stop loving. Today's the day I leave farming behind and become the treasure hunter I was meant to be. And it's all thanks to you. We'll meet again, friend, out there on the winding roads. Riverlands. Friends again. Venturing life. Meryl, the hidden horde. Meryl, lost and found. The hidden horde. Adventuring life. Up there it is. Not done. Alright, how do I solve that one? South Orwell Pass.
fervent, and thus...
Some people never sound excited.
Good day to you.
A woman,
See.
erstwhile retainer,
Greetings.
capable culinarian, spirited girl, youth's mother,
Hello there.
apothecary, obstinate merchant,
Hello.
Dan. That's probably the most plainest name, Dan, for this.
That's right.
Tavern patron, tavern patron. Kind of already remembered them. Oh shit.
Greetings.
Ever since I read a book about knights, I've dreamt of becoming a noble knight's squire. Core, I love knights, don't you? Their fancy armor and jaunty plumes atop their heads. All I need to do now is find one in need of a squire. Come with me if you want to live. Let the flame guide your path. You wish to guide me, I humbly accept, sister. Sorry about that. Sneezed. Oh, hell no.
Let's see what you got.
Victory shall be mine. Cursed witchery.
What the?
Out of my way.
That was smart. You silenced the one person who could fuck y'all up. So much so that I'm willing to cure it right now, so I don't have to deal with it.
Here.
Bring it on. The nitrous grenade.
I'll do my best.
Victory shall be mine. I will cut you down.
Bring it on. Ignis Ardere. Ha! Try again.
It is a good day for battle. Have at you.
What's the big idea?
My turn now.
Here goes nothing. The nitrous grenade. My turn. Level slash.
I'll not be defeated.
Now then, I will cut you down! With each battle, I grow stronger.
Congratulations, Alphen. Oh. Missed him somewhere.
This is the beginning of your end.
All right. The nitrous grenade.
Well then.
My turn. Victory shall be mine. I will cut you down. With each battle, I grow stronger.
Unbending Blade of Hornburg is definitely getting awesome. Can't imagine him at level 99. What the fuck? I missed something. Yeah, I missed going up. Duh.
There is no choice.
Uh-oh.
How about you? Out of my way!
I
Out
did
of
this.
my way!
Thank you. Damn, first thing he did was run away.
What the?
You suck. That's what you get.
Well then. Well then. The winds of fortune!
The battle is truly joy.
Shucks. What's the big idea?
Well then.
Shucks. Ha! Try again.
Yeah, like this way. Just have to find a way to get over there.
This is the beginning of your end.
Now then.
Well then.
Smart.
Bring it on. The nitrous canal.
How about you? I will cut you down! The thrill of the fight.
Well be with you, traveler. Do you have business with Cervantes, the chosen knight?
Oh,
Crivens, you're just like one of them knights from my storybooks. Indeed, lad, quite right. Begging your pardon, Sir Knight, but could I be your squire? It's always been my dream to serve a gallant knight such as yourself, sir, and travel the world. Ho ho, this is a fine coincidence, for I, the chosen knight, am indeed traveling the world. Very well, you may accompany me as my squire. Truly? I have been growing tired of my solitary path of late. A journey shared is all the better for it. Thank you, sir. Now, let us set about, my loyal squire. The legend of the chosen knight begins today. Yes, your lordship. I regret not robbing him earlier. I should have robbed him first. Oh well.
Want a tango, huh? All right. The nitrous canal.
now.
Have at you.
Level slash.
You guys
Here goes
are
nothing.
very dead.
Ignis
Bye-bye.
Arter!
Oh, that's fine, Fade. I'm not going to be here
That's
much
what I'm
longer,
talking
actually.
about.
Rob is doing a like a TV stream or whatever, so I'm going to be watching that in a little bit. Yeah, the movie night, exactly. Alright, so I'm finally on to final stuff here. Saints Bridge. I don't remember where it is. Thought it was south. Like there. Ah. There it is, Saints Bridge, Riverlands. Friends again. Friends again, not done yet. Steal or purchase a river blossom from a bully in Saintsbridge and give it to Nate. Can do. Hey, cool, man. If ever finish my RPG engine, you can write some side quests. Bully.
You see,
There you go. No, not at all. I don't even have an engine. I know this flower. This is Melanie's favorite. Why don't you give it to her then? I'm sure she'd be happy to have it. I'll give it a try. Thanks. Melanie? Yes? I got this for you. Do you want it? I heard you like flowers and I hope you can like me too. Great job, mate. Yeah. Melanie? I'm sorry, but I can't take this flower from you. You see, I like Emil. Me? Dun, dun, dun. Oh no, that was supposed to be a secret. Oh, that's first heartbreak. Hey Nate, I was surprised too. Oh, what should I say? What's the problem now? You've both done nothing wrong. So cheer up already. We're all friends here, aren't we? You're right, Daryl. We're friends, and I'm going to help Nate however I can. Thank you. Right now, I'd like to be alone. Sorry. His first heartbreak. Poor Nate. I've only ever seen grown-ups with that look on their face. Does that mean he's becoming a grown-up too? I got a badge of friendship. I don't know what the fuck that is. Stop. Oh. Additional job points. Awesome. They've been done with their shit. Alright. Next, Whisper Mills. Guide alert Dan from Atlastan. Can do that. I was wondering why they had a name like Dan, so I would remember exactly where they are. In fact, I should start getting ready to leave soon so I can get food for the movie. So I'm such a lazy son of a bitch. Follow me, Dan.
Speaking of which,
Excuse me, but might it be that you've been unable to use the mills and experiencing some trouble? Yes, actually, I have. The owner suddenly raised the fee on the mills. Then please use my windmill. I went to all the trouble to make it, but no one has even given it a try. I'm only charging the bare minimum. I'll even help you transport your wheat. Well, that sounds quite wonderful. I suppose I'll take you up on your offer then. I know I'm not the only one who's been stuck with their crop piling up and no way to mill it. I'll tell the others too. That would be great boon to me. Don't worry, you won't regret trying my mill. Looks like you just took all that dude's customers. 22,000, man. Carefree Shepherd, Western Windmill Flats. Scrutinize nearby Trembling Merton where the direwolf prowls. Kill in the forest. Oh god, it's one of those boss fight ones. That one's gonna have to wait. I won't forget it though. Stone Guard. Stone Guard. I think that's south. Yeah. You just trust the sidestep, I assume you mean? They won't even be able to hit me? I love how she can do party sidestep, basically. That is pretty over. Rune Lord Tressa is the most overpowered thing in this game. Because not only can she make the whole party sidestep, she also can buff the party to do that fucking magic damage on top of it. Like, really? It's just so much, you know? Who the hell is this guy? I might have done this one already. I can't find the NPC anywhere. Highlands. Alright, what are you called? You're called Russell's Repentance. No. Know-it-alls and Dusk Barrel, Boulder Fall, Still Snow. I must have done that. Because I scrutinized everyone on the planet, so. Problem is, where the fuck is Russell? Don't make me look for him. Oh. I think I just walked by him then. He's a scholar. I just saw a scholar. I think it was in one of the houses. Yeah, you. That's him. I seriously haven't got them all? You suck. Alright, so I need to go to... Acquire, scrutinize, know-it-alls, and Dusk Barrel, Boulder Fall, and Still Snow. Oh, I wonder if I know what it is. I went to Boulder Fall and Still Snow, and then And then I started this quest here, and it spawned brand new NPCs. That's exactly what it did. So somewhere in this town is going to be one person I haven't scrutinized, because the damn quest added him. I really hate that it does that. Proud collector. I'm sitting there thinking I missed something, you know? Like, I was thinking, it's impossible. I've gone to every town. Ah, there you are. You're the guy, aren't you? Know-it-all, yep. Alright. The Clifflands are blessed with abundant mineral wealth, and many arms and armor used in conflicts throughout the ages can trace their origins to it. The region is also a source of rare and high-quality rock salt, the trade in which has earned many notable individuals considerable fortunes. Alright, there's one. So I need to go to the towns that I went to before, which was Boulder Fall, and I might have went to Still Snow as well first, which is up here. Still Snow. I'm pretty sure Duskbarrow I probably had, though. Alright, find the know-it-all. They got me good with that trick. I'm so confused. I remember you. Woo! What's your name? Gene. Oh yeah, you're the mentor guy. I remember you. Moneylender.
Faring well?
Well, that's everyone. Oh, well, I still need to probably beat up that girl just in case he's behind the damn door. Hate when they do that, too.
Hello, friend.
Oh, there you are. And I've already inquired you. Yep, alright. Just in case, do it again. Humor me. Alright, so yeah. So, Duskbarrow, that's the one way on the outer edge, right? No. Well, then maybe I haven't got Duskbarrow, because I don't remember where the fuck it is. There you are. I've probably already got it, but just in case. I love the music in this town.
Hello.
Don't make me beat you up, lady. There you are. You're new. Ashland's father and one of the survivors of the Greenwood tribe. He used forbidden magic to protect his village, but was possessed by a giant snake in the process. Though the snake is gone, the memories continue to haunt him. That wasn't him. Travel banter. So, what's with the 2 rings on your necklace, Honnet? They are in keepsakes for my parents. I touch them for luck before a hunt. A foolish superstition, I know. But I remember holding it tight before my first hunt. After that, it became a habit. I guess hunters need all the luck they can get, so I'm not surprised they believe in things like charms and rituals. I don't think it's limited to hunters. I have one as well. You mean praying to the flame? No, not exactly. Every morning after reading scripture, I wish for a blessed day, before carefully placing a bookmark between the pages I had been reading. The bookmark I use is actually a pressed flower that I picked from a secret place I know. That is a fine ritual. May it continueth to blessen thy days. Oh, I do hope so. What about you, Therian? Do you have rituals or superstitions? Of course. Thievery is as prey to fortune's caprices as hunting. So what are thy superstitions? When I break into a house, I always enter with my right foot, and I knock on the door first. Lightly, of course. I never look portraits in the eye, or steal from children's saving boxes. Also, stay, how many hast thou? As many as I need to make off with my prize. I cannot decide if that makes you overly superstitious or eminently practical. Yeah, that's a lot of. Looks like I already got him, but we'll find him just to feel better.
Welcome.
There you are. The woodlands are perhaps one of the most verdant, undeveloped regions. Of particular interest is the village of Swarky, which lies deep within the Darkwood, a place steeped in magic since ancient times, which is why many of the local hunters are proficient in its usage even today. Veritable embodiments of Swarky's traditions, one might say. So yeah, I was pretty much just missing one town, and it's because they spawned it after I fucking visited. Stone Guard. You'll have to do the same for me, unspeakable poop. Alright, let's see. Oh, I was going the wrong house. There you go. You went all the way to research this for us? I can't thank you enough. With this information, we'll have our book done in no time. I've realized just how much work goes into making a single book. And yet, the me of the past was still willing to sell one just to make a small profit. When Dominic heard about what I'd done in the past, he told me something. You and I are one and the same. Even though you're a free man now, it doesn't feel like you've atoned for your crime, does it? I know the feeling. If you don't have anywhere to go, why don't you work with me? Until the day you can forgive yourself. At least let me do that much. We only had just met, but he sincerely wanted to help me. He didn't say it, but I know something happened to him in the past. That's why I want to atone properly for what I did. I want to be able to forgive myself for it. And I want to help him forgive himself, too. It's never too late. Professional armor. $212, damn. Alright, let's see. What the fuck is this? Oh, yeah, that was a long time ago. Sunshade, Ali, Guide, Allure, Maruf from Marsalam. Riverford, Reggie. I already did that one. I already did that one too. Old Man and Whisper Mill to Boulder Fall. Alright, we can do that one. Whisper Mill. It's gonna be hard to keep track of this last one here. Holy fuck, dude. You. Do you know the butler of Ravis Manor? I believe he's the one responsible for its safekeeping. Knowing that his traps have been bested must have him in a right panic. Alright, you. The teachings of the Sacred Flame? Sorry, I don't know nothing about that. Well, it doesn't matter, you're coming with me. Boulder Fall. Alright, Heathcote.
Oh,
So it was you after all.
cheers, mate.
How long has it been, Heathcote? You've gotten so old. You're no spring chicken yourself. And yet I managed to get in. It appears your skills just aren't what they used to be. But it was a struggle to get that far, wasn't it? I doubt you could have gone another step. Or would you rather I attribute that to old age? At least your sense of humor never gets old. But I'll be the one with the last laugh, Heathcote. You'll see. I've already won. Whoa. My true aim was to get you to see me. I knew this would be the perfect chance to take the cat's eye from you. You're never without it, after all. You fell right into my trap. Seriously, did you just snatch that? He hasn't changed a bit. Though he might not look like much now, he was a notorious thief in his heyday. He and I were rivals in our youth, always aiming for the same treasure. And eventually, the heart of the same woman. She was like a beautiful maiden in a high tower, seemingly out of our reach. So we made a bet. Whoever could steal her beloved cat's eye could steal her heart. Whoever lost would have to give up and leave the business forever. I emerged victorious and professed my love to her, but her heart was already set on another. That man, eccentric though he may be, as promised, he washed his hands of the business and ran away with her. I remember hearing a rumor that she passed away. It makes me wonder if he came to return the cat's eye to its proper owner. My apologies for rambling. Perhaps I really am getting old. Interesting. Heathcote's dagger. It's actually really good for elemental attack. Alright guys, I'm gonna save and stop here. So if you're on YouTube, don't forget to like. And other than that, you guys have a nice night. I don't know if I'll be doing any streaming tomorrow, but I know for sure on Thursday I'll be streaming. For sure. You guys have a nice day. Yep, see you later, Fade.